Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Luke, and today I'll be helping you with your English learning. We're going to talk about education, but before we go into that, let's have some introductions. So hello Mohammed, nice to see you again.
Hello, nice Mr. Luke. Nice to meet you.
Great, and could you introduce yourself to the class?
My name is Muhammad Hassan. I'm from Egypt. I'm still studying in the university. Yes, actually, in the last year in the university. Yes.
All right, fantastic. And welcome Ipek.
Hi, and I'm from Istanbul. I already graduated, so I'm working. That's all, I think.
All right, fantastic. Well, let's start with a couple of questions about education in your countries. Question 1 is asking, in your country, what education do most people have and how many years do most people spend in school? For example, in the UK, most people spend around 13 years in school, followed by 4 years in university. What about in your country, Mohammed?
Most people have. Yes, around 16 years we spend or we stay in the education around over all the years that we learn from the primary and secondary and high school. Yes.
Yeah, so overall, people receive around 16 years of education in your
Okay.
country.
Yes.
Good. And Ipek, what about in your country?
I think it's similar to UK. First, you have 8 years. It's obligatory, and after 4-year high school, and also 4-year university.
All right, fantastic. And Mohammed, do you think it's very common for people to go to university in your country?
Yes, it's common in our university. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And do you think this is a recent development, or has it always been common for people to go to university?
Excuse me, let me 1 minute.
That's okay. So I'll also write that question down. So, is it a recent development that many people attend university, or have people always gone to university? Okay, and first of all, Ipek, you can answer that while Mohammed is thinking about it. So, Ipek, is it very common for people to go to university in your country?
Yes, I can say it's too common. Like, now we have a lot of university, but they don't give a proper education. But almost all people got degrees, so the value of your degree is decreasing, I think.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. And Mohammed, do you think that this is just a recent thing in your country that many young people are going to university, or has it always been like that?
It's common for people to go. This is question number 2. Yes.
I wrote it in the chat box. If you can see in the chat box.
Okay. In the UK, most people. Excuse me, I not understand.
That's okay. So I can ask it in a different way. So you told me that many people go to university in your country. Is that right?
Yes.
Many people go?
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
So, do you think that is only now in 2020, maybe 2010, people started going, or did people go to university 50 years ago, 100 years ago?
Yes. I think people went to the university around 14 years ago. Yes.
All right, very good. And then, Ipek, did you like going to school or university in your country?
Mm, I think I liked high school more than my university because I had a lot of friends at high school and I'm still friends with them. So it's a more bonding space.
Yeah, bonding space. Yeah, good place to make friends, right? To form new friendships. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. What about you, Mohammed? Did you like going to school or university?
Yes. I think I like to go to the university because I like to meet our my climates or yes my friends and our doctors, yes, and spend time in speaking about the things belongs to our, yes.
Good answer. All right. So you made some good friendships with classmates, you could say there. Okay. So now let's go through and read some short paragraphs with some useful vocabulary. Ipek, could you please read through the first paragraph?
Yes, students in elementary school learn how to read, write, and do easy math because there is so much technology now. Some schools teach students how to use computer.
Elementary. Ipek, what does elementary mean?
The first step of school after
Exactly.
kindergarten.
Yeah, exactly. So the lowest level of school, we also use the word primary with the same meaning, or fundamental or basic level. Very good. And Mohammed, could you please read our next page?
Okay. When students are in middle and high school, they can do a lot more than in elementary school. For example, they can do advanced math and science and read long books.
All right, great. And let's look at the word advanced. Do you know what advanced means, Mohammed?
Advanced mean things are bigs, bigs, yes, and not simple, yes.
Yeah, so advanced is just high level, right? The
Yes.
opposite of elementary. When
Yes.
something's advanced, it's a high level subject, a more difficult subject, not beginner level, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then, Ipek, if you could please read through our next one.
If students finish high school, they can graduate and go to university to get a degree. After university, some people take classes to earn more degrees or learn something new.
Right, great. And here we've got two useful words. So, Ipek, what does graduate mean?
To finish school.
Yeah, to successfully finish school or university and receive a qualification, right? So when you finish, you'll get some kind of certificate or diploma, or if you go to university, you'll get a degree. And Mohammed, do you know what degree means?
Degree, maybe a step on a certificate. Yes.
Well, it's like a certificate. It's a type of certificate.
Yes.
It's a certificate you get from university after studying for 3 or 4 years, right?
Yes.
So, and also you get a degree in a special subject. Maybe you get a degree in biology or a degree in engineering.
Yes.
Or a degree in arts, for example.
Okay.
All right. So now let's go through our vocabulary in a bit more detail and answer some questions based on the words. Ipek, would you please read the meaning of elementary?
Beginning or easy.
And what do you remember the most about your elementary school, Ipek?
I remember that my elementary school was outside of the city, so it was the around of the school was really green, and we had a lot of opportunity to play freely.
Right, so maybe the campus of the school? Do you mean like the places contained inside the school? Or
yeah,
maybe
and also outside.
Also outside, we can say surroundings.
It's like
Yeah, so the campus and surroundings. We could say that. Campus is inside the school, surroundings are around the campus. Yeah, very good. They were very green and natural. Okay, good. Then Mohammed, could you please read the meaning of advanced?
Advanced, able to be done after practice and learning.
What was an advanced class that you took at school or university, Mohammed?
Yes, I remember I take a classes on laboratory that we can do experiments after the lectures the lecture told to us, and yes, laboratories. It's an advanced class. Yes.
Right. Yeah, that's a good example. So doing some work in a laboratory. Okay. And Ipek, could you please read the meaning of degree?
What you get when you graduate university.
And what would you like to get a degree in if you took another degree in the future? For example, would you like to do a master degree or a PhD degree?
Sometimes I think to get a master's degree, and maybe I would like to get a degree in innovation or design thinking and things like that.
Good. So you could say, I am considering taking a master's degree. Here we can use the word consider to think carefully about something. It's a big decision, like getting a degree. Okay, and Mohammed, could you read the meaning of graduate?
Graduate, to finish high school or university.
And in your country, what do people wear when they graduate? What type of clothes?
They wear. I didn't know what is called, but it's
like in the picture, or
yes, like in the picture.
That's a gown. A gown is the clothes, the black clothes that the students are wearing is called a gown.
Yes, a gown.
And this on their head is called a cap.
Cap, yes.
Like in the picture, we have to be clear, you could call it a graduation gown and a graduation cap. All right, good. Yes. So, great understanding there. Now we'll have a look at 4 boxes, which each contain some words related to one of the vocabulary terms. We need to choose 1 to 4 which one matches which word. For example, maybe number 1 is elementary, or maybe it is advanced, etc. Okay? So in number 1 we have bachelor's, master's, PhD, engineering, literature, and computer science. Ibek, what do you think number 1 matches?
It's degree.
Yes.
It's degree, exactly. Now I'll show you how we can use these words to correctly put together a phrase. We could say, for example, I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, for example. Or maybe let's say he has a master's degree in engineering. So notice how we put, the structure goes like this: the level plus degree plus in plus major, right? So bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD degree in biology, in physics, in engineering, in English literature, right? And that's a really good structure to know. You can always use that to introduce your level of education, right? Okay. In number 2, we've got calculus, linear algebra, which are types of math, C1, C2, and C3 English. Mohammed, do you know what number 2 matches?
Okay. I think that means advanced.
Yes, that's right. They're all high-level subjects. High-level mathematics and high-level English. That's correct. Very good. Number 3, we've got adding, like 1 plus 1, subtraction, like 2 minus 1, multiplication, like 3 multiplied by 2, and learning to read and write. So, Ibek, what could this one match?
Elementary.
Elementary, because they're all basic, foundational subjects. That's right. And finally, we've got some pathways, things you can do after you finish these different levels. You could go high school to university, maybe university to your first job, or maybe you continue studying and finish a PhD and become a professor. So Mohammed, what's number 4?
Actually, graduate.
Yeah, graduate. Exactly. Fantastic. Now, let's have a bit more conversation about your education. Our next question is asking, do you think you are a lifelong learner? Now, a lifelong learner is a person who always likes to learn new things. Maybe a new skill or a new language, or to gain some more knowledge about something. What about you, Ibek?
I think I'm a lifelong learner, and I hope to keep it going like that. So now I'm learning English, and in future I'm considering doing master degree. So and a lot of other stuff. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. What about you, Mohammed? Do you think you're a lifelong learner?
Yes, I think that I lifelong learner because I'm learning a lot of skills like video editing, and now I work as a video editor freelancer. Yes, and so now I learn. I want to say I attempted to learn practice English. Yes, to improve my.
You attend classes, English classes.
Yes.
Yeah, or English lessons. Okay, good. Now the next question's asking, other than taking a class, what are some other ways you can learn? So when you're not in the classroom, when you're learning in different ways, maybe for example, reading books, watching documentaries, or educational content, maybe using the internet, and there's many other ways as well that you could learn. Traveling, talking to people. Ipek, can you think of some examples of how you learn other than classes?
Other than your examples, I can say
you can use them. Yeah.
experimenting. Like you can try yourself and do something wrong or right, and then you learn.
Yeah, fantastic. Good example. So you experiment, you try something again and again until you get it right. Good example. What about for you, Mohammed?
Yes. In my in mine, yes, in my it's my I won't say
Your education or experience?
yes. For me, I learn by watching videos on YouTube and taking courses in the website that provide payment courses. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Good answer.
and taking class. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, good examples. All right. Then the next one's asking whether there are any skills or subjects that you tried to learn, but you couldn't. They were too difficult or you had to give up for some reason. For example, when I was younger, I tried to learn French, but I had to give up because the pronunciation is really difficult. So what about for you, Ipek?
When I was a child, I tried to learn play piano, but my teacher was Russian, and I don't know if you know, but they are too strict about piano and ballet. So she was really angry always at me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. So I quit.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. And what about for you then, Mohammed?
Okay. When I was younger, I want to be a pilot. Pilot. Yes.
Pilot. Yeah.
And but I gave up because I discovered that I am afraid or scared from high
Heights. We just say heights.
heights. Yes.
In English. Afraid of heights.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, heights in this case is the noun, whereas high is the adjective, right? Okay. Great. Okay, now let's think about the future. The last one's asking, are there any skills or subjects you want to learn one day, maybe next year or in 5 years, or just one day in the future, but you can't right now? Maybe you don't have enough time, or not enough money, or not enough skill. For example, in the future, I would like to learn Portuguese, but I can't right now because I don't have enough time. What about you, Ipek?
In the future, I would like to learn how to sing, but now I'm afraid to try it, and also to take classes is expensive.
Yeah, good example. Yeah. And what about you, Mohammed? Is there anything you want to learn in the future but you can't right now?
Yes, in the future, I want to learn about After Effects program, but I don't have enough time because there are many things that I passion on it. Yes, right now. Um
Yeah.
yes, that's it. Okay.
Good answers. Okay. Now let's have a look at a few different subjects and experiences so you can choose your favorites. I think it would be best for our last few minutes to jump ahead to this category, education experiences. So if you could have any of these experiences, which one would you choose and why? So, Epak, what about you? Would you choose to study abroad or to take a creative class or to engage in team sports at college?
Mm, I would choose creative classes because in my university we didn't have, and I always admired who had. So I would choose that. And also, I had the opportunity to study abroad in France. So I already experienced it, but that's why I choose the other one.
Fantastic, good answer. What about for you, Mohammed? Which education experience is most interesting for you?
My excuse me. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, so what would be your favorite education experience?
Education experience, maybe electrical engineering, because that I am learning the university, and I interested in electricity and how to transmit it from one I won't say from place to place. Yes, place to place.
Yep, from place to place.
Yes.
Okay, good. And when we talk about an education experience, we mean something extra about education. I'll give some examples. Maybe you'd like to study abroad in a different country or engage in some team sports.
Yes.
Or maybe you'd like to join a student club or take some creative classes like photography. So, are you interested in any of these, Mohammed?
Yes, I'm interested in going to the team club in our country.
Yep.
It's a karate center, and playing the karate is my favorite hobbies, and yes.
Good. Okay, good answers. So, today we've had a great look at the topic of education. You were able to clearly share about some of your education experiences as well as some of your opinions and perspectives about education. I think overall you used a great range of vocabulary and very detailed responses to the questions. I wrote down some small corrections in the chat box, so feel free to review those after the class. There might be some useful vocabulary and phrases and grammar in there. So thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Epek.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bye
Thank
for
you,
now.
Doug. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.